In this video, we're going to have a look at how to differentiate parametric equations, and we'll get straight into it. The fact that we're going to use to find dy by dx in terms of a parameter t is this fact here. Dy by dx equals dy by dt times dt by dx. Now convince yourself that's true by looking at how the dt's here would cancel. So we can find dy by dx indirectly by multiplying dy by dt by dt by dx, thus cancelling the t's, leaving us with dy by dx. So let's get straight into an example for this. Find dy by dx in terms of t for the parametrically defined equations x equals t squared plus 1 over t and y equals t squared minus 1 over t. So firstly, what we're going to do is write the expressions for x and y in terms of t in a differentiable form. So t squared plus t to the minus 1 is x, and that means that dx by dt is equal to 2t minus t to the minus 2. Y equals t squared minus t to the minus 1, which means that dy by dt equals 2t double minus t to the minus 2. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take dy by dt and multiply it by dt by dx, which is the reciprocal of dx by dt. So let's do that. So that means that dy by dx equals dy by dt, 2t plus t to the minus 2, times the reciprocal of dx by dt. Combine them all over the same fraction, 2t plus t to the minus 2 over 2t minus t to the minus 2. And if we simplify that, what it actually means is 2t plus 1 over t squared, 2t minus 1 over t squared. Fractions over fractions are never a good thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to do something quite clever here. We're going to times by 1 in a really clever way to eliminate the fractions over fractions. So we want rid of that 1 over t squared. If we times by something over itself, that's something being t squared, we're multiplying by 1, we're not changing the value of that fraction. So what we end up with is timesing by the top by t squared, we end up with 2t cubed plus 1. And on the bottom, we end up with 2t cubed minus 1. And there we have it. Dy by dx in terms of t is 2t cubed plus 1 over 2t cubed minus 1. And this technique to eliminate fractions over fractions is something you're likely to have to use in an exam. So we'll do another example. So find the equation of the tangent to the curve with parametric equations x equals minus sine theta, y equals 1 minus 2 cos theta at the point where theta equals pi over 6. So basically what we need is the coordinates of a point and the gradient of the line in order to be able to do this. So let's concentrate first of all on getting the point. So if we sub in theta equals pi over 6, we'll get a point. So that means that x equals minus sine of pi over 6, which is equal to, so minus sine of pi over 6, and make sure your calculator is in radians mode, minus a half. And that also means that y equals 1 minus 2 cos of pi over 6, which is equal to, well, cos of pi over 6 is equal to root 3 over 2. So that becomes 1 minus 2 lots of root 3 over 2, which is root 3. So therefore the point is minus 1/2 1 minus root 3. Now to find the gradient. So remember, dx by dt equals, and you might want to pause it, have a go at this one yourself, dx by dt equals minus cos theta, dy by dt, and the differential of cos here is minus sine, so that would make a double minus, so that the differential of that, dy by dt, would be 2 sine theta. So that would leave us with dy by dx being, so dy by dt, 2 sine theta, times dt by dx, which is the reciprocal of dx by dt, times minus 1 over cos theta, which is equal to minus 2 sine theta over cos theta, which can be simplified to minus 2 tan theta, like that. So it's asked now for the equation of the tangent at the point where theta equals pi over 6. So if we let theta equal pi over 6 and find the gradient first, that gives us that dy by dx, the gradient, is equal to minus 2 tan of pi over 6. And one thing to do here is make sure the calculator is in radians. Here it's in degrees. So change the angle unit to radians. Minus 2 tan of pi over 6 is equal to minus 2 root 3 over 3 equals minus 2 root 3 over 3. So there's the gradient. Let's now find the x and y coordinates. So if theta equals pi over 6, dy by dx is that. That means that x is equal to, and let's work that out, minus sine of pi over 6. And let's put that in the calculator. Minus sine of pi over 6 equal to minus a half. So x is minus 1/2. Let's do the same for y. Y equals, and we know that y is 1 minus 2 cos of pi over 6, which is equal to, so 1 minus 2 cos pi over 6, 1 minus root 3. 1 minus root 3. So there we've got our coordinates and the gradient. Therefore, we can find out the equation of the tangent, as it asked. And just a quick check. Yes, it said tangent. And the reason I check, it's quite easy in a question, once you've got a lot of the way through, to forget whether I asked you to work out the tangent or the normal equation. So it said tangent. Good practice to check. So y minus y1 equals m 2/3 root 3 x minus x1, and simplifying that. So first thing I'm going to do is multiply by 3 to eliminate any fractions. 3y minus 3 lots of 1 minus root 3 equals minus 2 root 3 x plus 1/2. Keeping on simplifying that now, which means that 3y minus 3 plus 3 root 3 equals minus 2 root 3x minus 2 root 3 times 1/2 over 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 there, so I'll cross those out. Now taking all the terms to one side, so I've got 2 root 3x, so that implies 2 root 3x plus 3y minus 3, and let's gather the terms up there. I've got 3 root 3's there, and I'm adding a root 3 on, so plus 4 root 3 equals 0, and there I have it, the equation of the tangent to the curve. So some surd work in there. Got to keep your wits about you when doing that. But there it is.
differentiating parametrically defined functions. So have a go at the worksheet, check every answer as you go.